You know what sucks is I've been dealing with this for 2 days. It's just she just sits there, and haunts me, haunts me and haunts me. I honestly don't do anything to her. I honestly don't. I don't do anything to anybody. It's like it sucks.
And you're telling me, oh, he bought a piece of land.
I did stand up for myself once. You know, when she was going on like this, I did stand up for myself.
Showed up at the funeral.
I should have never
You
did
need
that.
anything, let me know. I said, yeah, the name of a good
I think that's how we become people pleasers, to be honest. Just, I think that's how. She's gone. She'll be back in about 4 minutes. When, oh, she's back. She's back. Oh, never mind. She just came in and shut the door. Okay. She's here to stay for a little bit. She'll just sit by that door and just dig at me and claw at me and claw at me and claw at me. It's, I haven't done anything to her. The only thing I ever did to her was she had me.
I didn't even know what he bought. I said to him, show me your pins, please. And he did. And I said, I will never.
She's talking about stuff that I could care less about. I could care less about whatever she's talking. I don't even know what she's talking about. It's just.
I would have told you buy all of it.
If people think, oh, I feel sorry for myself, thinking like, oh, you know, I have a horrible. It's like this is like. You know, I really do believe there are chosen ones of God or whatever. And it's like, because I don't know, man. Whatever possesses her is powerful. It comes and goes too. It comes inside her. It goes in her and out her. It's like my dad used to call it a switch. And he had the same thing too. And I know where it comes from. I know what this fucking being, this thing. I don't know what to put. I don't know what the names are. Demons. If you're a Catholic or a Christian, we'll call it a demon. All right. I don't know the other religions. I don't know the other. You know, I'm only fucking 43 years old, so I don't go. I don't know. I haven't read enough scripture, and I haven't. But I'm gonna tell you right now, it's all very fucking true. It's all very true. And like I said, I'm starting to believe that there are chosen ones. And, if there are, from the videos and the research I've had, I'm definitely one of them. And I didn't ask for it. I really don't even like to classify myself as that. I'm just a man. Just less of a man, to be honest. Just a fucking scum of the earth, really. Just a man that got dealt a fucking short stick.
I didn't even know it.
You know, just trying to, the more I.
I honestly believe I could claim some rights to that.
I can't talk to her. I won't talk back because that'll just keep her going. That's just like feeding her. I just call my dad. Don't feed her. Don't feed her. Don't feed her. Don't feed her. Same as my dad. Don't feed her.
Oh, we have to be nice to her.
I haven't said 2 words to her in fucking 24 hours. And she's just going on and on and on and on and on. I'm sorry for, you know, and I'd love to be just like happy. I'd love to make nice, great fucking videos.
She said, oh, we feel sorry for her.
It's hard. It's hard for me to keep my shit together. It really is. It tests me. It tests me. Maybe it's tests of God. I don't know. I wish it would be over. I actually literally quit. I quit. I'm not gonna lie. I had a couple bad habits, right? And a couple new ones and a few old ones. I gotta say, the other day I broke my back once. So I was doing drugs. I did some drugs. I was an alcoholic when I was younger. I haven't drank in years. Just because, you know, I'll tell you what, this actually tests me. I think about going out and drinking a lot in the last few weeks. And I know that's whatever this is wants, you know. I know where it comes from. I know what it is. It's some kind of like spirit, demon, and I don't know what they are. I'm not gonna. I know it's not just insanity. It's not just that she's insane. It's spiritual. It's spiritual. The problem is, because look at these. She painted these paintings. You know, she's a registered nurse. You know, she's educated, very intelligent. Does that sound like an intelligent person? No. No. That is a possessed human being right there. See this cross? All right. If I gave you the tour of the house. See that cross right there? That's a last rites cross right there. It's one that the priests carry around, and on your last rites, it gives you your last rites. And it's a wooden one, and I love it. It's beautiful. It's one of my favorite possessions. A man gave it to me. A guy named God gave it to me too. God gave it to me. That's what makes it very important. And it's the second one God gave me. The first one he gave me was beautiful. Beautiful. It was an antique. It was silver. It was beautiful. It was silver. It was small, just like the ones you see in the movie where the priest carries in his hand, where it's made out of silver, and he's walking through the house, you know, in the name of, you know, calling out demons. You know what I mean? And God has literally gifted me one of those. And I'm not a Catholic. I'm not a Christian. I don't. You know, I'm just a man that knows God's real. And, you know, I'm not, you know, if anything, out of anybody I know, I'm probably far away from God. My brother's the only one that's about as far away from God as that I know. We were literally, me and him were denied religion. My sister, my niece was too. My sister was in catechism. You know, as you can see over here, see if you can see, you know, yeah. Let me show you. This right here. This is my dad and my uncle on their first communion right there. Back in the 60s, maybe 50s. And, yeah, that's my dad. And there's my madre when she was younger. And I got the boy right here getting our first communion. And Angel. There's me soaring above the world right there. This right here, this is a painting my mom painted, right? When she was younger, long time ago. Maybe, I don't know, 20, 25 years ago. When I was a kid, maybe 14, 15. I asked her, you know, I like to paint things like that, you know. I was a evil kind of, you know, kid. You know how people like, I used to love skulls and Grim Reapers and stuff like, see, like this thing I painted on the wall over there. I actually like channeled that thing. I don't even know what that is. It's some kind of deity. I don't know what it is. It came into my head. I don't even think I drew it myself. I drew it, but I didn't draw it, all right? And, see this thing right here? This doctor winking at me? That is so creepy. I have visions. I had a vision of that thing. It's a giant. It's giant. It doesn't look that small. And, I've had couple times I've closed my eyes, and I was just sitting here, and I closed my eyes, and all of a sudden, it was a vision. It was a vision of that thing right there. That guy, that man, whatever it is, walking, hunched over, like kind of like almost like a. You know, he almost looked like he had that face, but he was like, I could tell it was giant. He was giant. Like, I'm talking like 20 feet tall, kind of giant, you know. And he was walking through like an area like it had like rocks and really low terrain, or almost like you picture like in like Egypt or whatever. Not Egypt, like the sands, but like, you know, like a gravel pit area where it's just a couple little shrubs growing and the rest is all big boulders and big boulders and dirt and gravel and not much. It looked like almost like like a place like that. Like picture walking through a big, like I can picture it in my like head as like a gravel pit where I used to go riding dirt bikes. You know, a gravel pit that's been not used in a long time, where it's got stuff growing in it, but it's like, it's a pretty freaking barren place. Rocks and fucking little tiny grass weeds growing, and that's about it. It was like he was walking like a place like that. Like I've seen it like on videos of like the Himalayas, kind of like when they're walking through the Himalayas, where it's just like all rocks and like little creeks. But yeah, it was like that. It was like a guy like walking like that with a cane. And I was just sitting. I just sat right here, and when I shut my eyes, all of a sudden it was like, boom! There he is, like standing, just like I was there. It was like I was there, and he was like, he turned and looked at me, and it was so real, and it freaked me out. And I wasn't sleeping or anything. And I opened my eyes as quick as a bee, and I was like, what the fuck was that? It was just like picture me sitting right here, and all of a sudden, closing my eyes, and all of a sudden it's like I'm in like another place, and this guy standing right in front of me, and I literally opened my eyes like 30 seconds later, because he looked at me just like that, and smiled, and his teeth weren't very friendly looking. He wasn't a nice looking. Where are we? Right? Sorry, I'm in reverse here. Wasn't very friendly looking, And he grinned at me just like that. And it was him. It was him. It was him. And, except for, like I said, I could tell he was a giant. I could tell he was a giant because the way he was, his arms, you could tell they were like, he was hunched over like this, and you could tell his like arms couldn't reach the ground. You could tell his arms were like 12 feet long, something like that. His arms must have been 7 feet long. And he just wasn't a normal human being, but he was bipedal, a human form. I mean, he was freaky. And, but yeah, it was just a vision I had. And then I had him in a vision a few more times. Another time, he was on a chariot. And then it's funny because I listened to these tarot card readings, and they kept bringing up the chariot, the chariot, the chariot, the chariot. Another time, but before the chariot, I had a vision, and I just walked in the door. And we're done working, and I actually sit in this chair right here. And I walked in the door, and I sit down in this chair, and like I said, I know there's a portal in here. And as I sit down in this chair, it's hot and I'm tired. I just got home from a 2-hour drive after an 8-10 hour day at work, and I just sit here like this, and boom, all of a sudden instead of just closing my eyes like right now and seeing nothing, I close my eyes and it's boom, a vision. Clear as day. It's like I'm there. It's like I'm there, and it's so real. Just as real as right now. Just as real as right now, me looking around the room. It's just as real as this. Except for I shut my eyes, and I'm in like Rome or something, where, and that's another thing, he's always wearing like a Roman armor. Like Roman armor. Like, I almost, I don't watch movies either. That's why it's like so weird that I get this vision, because he's wearing like Roman armor, like you would picture like I'm almost positive it had cross, but like I can tell he's got a shield on, some kind of Roman armor, ratty ass clothes, like a cloak, like picture Lord of the Rings clothes, wearing like clothes like the Lord of the Rings, and got a shield on, some kind of Roman armor, and he's driving a chariot. And he's got that same smile. And I mean, he has expressions, though. It changes. It's not just one expression, a fast thing. It's literally like you see his face like that, and then all of a sudden he looks right at me. And that's the scariest part, is when he smiles at me. And this is a vision. Imagine that, though, and all of a sudden it's just like, because it's like them there, and the way, and he's not human. And when he smiles at me, it's like, whoa, like, holy shit. And I open my eyes up, I can't, because I'm awake. It's a vision. It's a vision. And then, then of course, even though it's like freaky, it's like as soon as I open my eyes, I want to like. I'm like, is that true? Is that real? And I'm like, no, that was just nuts. And I close my eyes, hoping to like see the vision, and it's gone. It's gone. And I've been having visions like that my whole life, but these ones have been getting really, really real, and just out of nowhere. They used to be more when I was sleeping. You know what I mean? Like right before waking up, like almost like, oh, is that a dream or was that real or what? But these ones are straight up midday, wide awake, close my eyes. Same as if I'm in, and I think it's the whatever comes through this portal right here. Now, see, this is a portal, like I said, and you know what I think opened it? You know why this is here? What this means? See, Mom has always had visions, and she's nuts too. Like I consider myself nuts, even though I know I'm not. It's my dad right here, right here. Picture this. This was a nightstand, and he used to keep pornos in there because he never drank. This house had no alcohol. It had no anything. The only thing this house had that could have opened up a portal is pornos. That's the only thing that could have allowed that kind of shit in this house. Now, my mom always smoked pot, but she would smoke pot and then she would stop because she's a Catholic and she's a God. She's supposed to be a God-fearing woman, and whatever these energies or we're gonna say possessed, all right, just to make it easy so I don't get all off track. We're gonna say whatever possessed her, all right. Even though I don't think of it as possessed, but she's possessed. We'll put it that way. And like we're gonna talk in Catholic terms, just so I can get these stories out, without stumbling all over this. But she used to have a horse named Toby when I was a kid. We used to have this horse, Toby. We had horses, and anyway, and she is possessed by voices in her head. And she thinks they're real, and most people think she's schizophrenic. I think that's what they say, schizophrenic. And God has told me that she's not schizophrenic, and it's real. And over the last few years, I have, through my intuition and hearing messages, I've learned that she's not schizophrenic, and it's real too. And I feel very bad for her. Because, and instead we used to always be like, you're crazy, and you're schizophrenic, and she's been to mental institutes and shit like that, and just as long, ever since I was a little kid. And when I was a kid, I had a teacher I was in like special education, because I was basically a retard, I'm not gonna lie, I'm retarded, I guess, according to the world. And she used to ride Toby up past that lady's house. And this is a painting of the lady's house. Let me see if I can zoom in here. I wish I could just flip this phone around now. I try to zoom in on myself, show my face a little bit. I'm trying to get it comfortable with that. I really don't like the way I look. But, we have to get over that kind of stuff. I don't like fear. But anyway, yeah. So, this is up the road on Chauncey Walker Road. That's an old Indian name. Old Indian name. And Chauncey Walker. Turkey Hill. That's called Turkey Hill right there. And that's, this barn is gone now. That barn's gone. The only thing that's there is the house. And that's it. And this is right beside a pond. She's literally standing on the edge of the pond, her back to the pond, facing the farm, where she rode by on Toby. And that house right there is a teacher of mine, my 3rd grade teacher, that basically reported my mom for abusing us for neglect. Put it that way. We were neglected. You know, just neglected. Not neglected, but neglected. You know, unfit to live here. It was unfit. They felt it was an unfit place for kids. Unfit living style. You know, with a mom that's crazy and a dad that's fucking crazy too. And anyway, nothing ever came from it. But my mom has voices in her head, and she thinks there are people doing telepathy on her. And do I believe she hears voices in her head? Oh, fuck yes, because I've heard them. And for some reason, they're trapped here in this house, and they're here. I believe they're here for me, to be honest. I believe they're here for me. For some reason, to be honest, to make my life fucking hell. You know, that's what starts to make me think that I'm some type of chosen one. I don't know. Like say something really bad's gonna happen. I have literally had the sky turn black. I'm not gonna lie, hundreds of times. You know, like God literally affects the weather for me, to me. You know, to communicate with me. And I know in the Bible he did that when Jesus took his last breath, the sky went black. And thunder and lightning fucking roared and stuff like that. And that's the only case in history I heard of where is Jesus Christ affecting the weather. And I've had it happen too many times, you know. Like, I'll give some examples another time. But, oh yeah, and people have been with me who have seen it. And people that do not believe in anything have seen it. And I'll tell you what, it makes believers out of them. They are believers now. They don't know what they believe, but they know they believe what they see. You know, they know what they believe. They know they believe what they've seen. All right. They know they've seen something. All right. And I've actually, for people that didn't believe in anything, I have them believe in a lot of things now. It's not that I have them believe, it's that I show them. I show people the truth. That's what it is. I show people the truth. And, but yes, that, for wandering off. But Mrs. Madden's field over there, I believe that this thing, I wish I could flip the camera around, guys. I'm sorry. I got the screen facing at me, you know, so it's hard. My other phone, I can just flip it real quick. But that thing right there, I think, whether it's trapped on that land from Native Americans or whatever, possessed Mrs. Madden the same way it possesses my mother. And there's some kind of correlation because my mom thinks that teacher, Mrs. Madden, that comes from that land right there, Mrs. Madden was abused and beat on and lived with her husband and was forced to leave that house. And she became my third grade teacher. My mom painted this before even knowing that she was going to be my teacher. And I'm talking, I was probably in first grade when she painted this painting. And my mom thinks that Miss Madden is one of the ones, now she'd be a 75-year-old woman, and she was probably the nicest lady ever. And I think she was abused, and I think whatever possesses my mom, whatever is haunting this house, I think haunted that fucking house right there. I know it is, because I have vision. I know it is. I know that's what happened. And it's funny because I almost lost this painting forever a few years ago. I almost see that right there. That's a burn mark. This painting was almost gone forever. And it's part of a story, like I said right now. And it was almost gone forever. And God saved that painting. I'm gonna put it that way. And because the house caught fire through where the chimney goes on this house when I about 10, 15 years ago. When I first moved back here, and started living here, my mom, being a nasty fucking person like she is, let mice overrun the fucking downstairs here. And there was like, when you see one, there's hundreds. And there was many mice down here, and luckily I cleaned them out. I got to them just in time. I caught like 50 something mice down here one year when I first moved back. Like literally, it was like I just moved back here. After they went and asked me to move back here, they literally asked me to move back here, and I did. I lived on my own, just like a normal fucking man, had my own apartment, and it was kind of stupid because I just came here every day. I still fucking, came here every day. I just really never came inside that often or anything. I just didn't, the place was pretty nasty, my mom's not a fucking clean person. She's just a fucking wild child, I guess you want to call it, whatever. She's from the 60s, one of them fucking dirty hippies, fucking dirty, free-spirited person, which is fine, but we got affected by that growing up, though. Her free-spirited fucking mentality, where, just I think you need if you're gonna have a family, like that's the problem is my dad is a free, like he was a free, like not real, like, there is no OCD-ness, that's what it is, I'm gonna say, like OCD. Like me, I'm like, as you can see, I'm not a neat freak, but I like things in order. I do like things in order, and I do, now I don't keep it like this because I worry about, I don't even talk to people, so it's not, I don't do this because I care what other people think about me. I do this because I like this. This is how I like my place in order. I'm a dirty, scrubby, fucking greaseball mechanic, fucking farm boy, disgusting guy, And I don't know, I still gotta have like some order, you know what I mean? And her and my dad actually that's their biggest thing against me is that they call me a neat freak and shit, and it's not that. I don't know. I don't like being a fucking dirty. I don't know. I'm not a neat freak though. I know they try to use being a neat freak against me like it's a horrible thing. I don't know. I don't think it's a bad thing. I'm not a neat freak either. I actually think I'm a fucking dirty, scrubby, fucking. I was picked on as long as I can remember when I was a little kid for being a dirty kid or dirty person. I was made fun of by everybody. Yeah, everybody. Even when I was like a little kid, I didn't know what they were talking about. But now that I think back, they were picking on me. They were making fun of me. So I was a dirty kid, and I was dirty. I was just dirty, stinky, fucking, just. That's why my brother and sister actually moved out of here. And, when they hit fucking 18, whenever they were out, they were gone. Bye, see ya. They never really looked back. They were just like I said, it was hard growing up here, It's sad. It's sad being, and these people, like my mom and my dad, they'd blame it on us, I'm sure. I completely remember them blaming it on us. Like, oh, the kids and the kids and, the kids and fuck you, it ain't the kids. I learned very quick when I moved back that it is not the kids. I have to literally fight and argue when I clean the most arguments I get in with my mother are because I'm cleaning the place. 90% of it is I started cleaning the place, and that's what sets her off when I'm cleaning something. My dad was the same way. All of a sudden I cleaned something and it was just like, I can't find it. It's like, sorry, I cleaned your fucking dirty table off. Or, I threw this away. Well, it had fucking mouse piss and shit in it, Stuff like that, just dirty. My dad was a farmer. He fucking pulled udders and didn't care, I guess. He was an iron worker, construction worker, fucking, I don't know. And of course, you met my dad. My dad met her, and my dad actually was more cleanly than my mom, to be honest. He was more of because he grew up, he wasn't a lazy person. He was an ambitious guy. And he was raised, like, if you went down to my grandmother's and grandfather's and everybody else on my dad's side of the family had clean houses. Very clean. You know, I remember my uncle making fun of me one time because how dirty my house was. You know, when I was younger, I worked for my uncle, and I remember him making fun of, not making fun of, but yeah, talking shit about the way my house looked inside. You know what I mean? Of course. And shit, where was I going with this? But anyway, yeah, it's so I think opposites should definitely attract. You know, like where yeah, but they blamed it on the kids, and it really wasn't that. It's they're hoarders. That's what brings me back to this. Yeah, see. All right, so I had 2 of these crosses, and my mom, as you can see, has never given anything away. She does not separate with anything, except for one thing only. And that cross that I brought home, that was a silver fucking last rites cross that a priest would have. You know, if you were getting rid of a demon, would be that cross, you know, blessed by God. A last rites cross, you know, or just like in the movies, the priest has his cross, you know, and doing that. And she literally took that cross and got rid of it. Gave it to a priest. Said, you have no right having that cross, and got rid of it. And it was fucking full silver, probably weighed 4 pounds. It was beautiful. And she had no right, and the priest himself, actually, I tried getting it off of him. And he actually, a fucking man of God, literally lied and was just like, I have no idea what you're talking about, kind of shit. And it did not want to separate with that cross because it was a very valuable, very beautiful cross, you know. I did my research on it and found it probably came from a very rich family. And, you know, it wasn't a cross that an average priest would have. I actually got it from cleaning out an old house where a woman died. And she had a house full of, see, that's where I got that stained glass lamp up there. And a lot of stuff I got from her house. It was just beautiful shit. You know, she had a lot of nice stuff, you know. And I found that cross. And anyway, I found that cross, and instantly I knew God wanted me to have it. And then as soon as Mom got rid of it, which is what happened, God put another one in my hand, and that's it right there. And the thing is, I need to get rid of this fucking demon or whatever is in here. I need to get rid of it, and I don't know how. I'm not, like I said, I'm not a Catholic or a Christian, or I'm really not a Jesus kind of guy, you know, like a Jesus Christ person. Like I am. I believe in Jesus, but I'm not like, I don't practice it. I don't practice it. That's what it is. And I need to. That's why I'm actually making this video, because I just started really looking into it. Like, I need to accept this stuff's really real. You know what I mean? Because it's real. It's undeniable. It's real. It's undeniable. I gotta. It's like I just got confirmation. Put it that way. I've been getting the signs, but it's confirmed. It's real. This Christianity thing is real. That's not to say the other thing's not real too. Don't ever go by what man tells you. Go by what you feel. You know? But yes, I really, and that's another reason I make these videos, guys, is, it's actually very hard to make like a video like this. It's not what I want to talk about. It's not the kind of video I want to make. It's, I don't blame anybody for not wanting to watch this, and I don't blame anybody if they think I'm nuts. It's wild. This is wild. I'm used to it because my life has been wild. And my life has been supernatural, I'm not gonna lie. So to me, it's like normal. To most people, I'm sure it sounds crazy. My sister, that's why me and her don't get along, is because of the supernatural, basically. I told her I needed to tell her about this demon and stuff because I didn't want her and my niece, I didn't want my niece coming here until they know about this thing. You know, I don't want my niece here, my sister's daughter. And it doesn't matter whether you want to believe or not. These demons and this, like, you think I wanted to believe this? You think I wanted to know about all these things? No, they don't choose that, man. They don't choose. You know, I mean, you don't get to choose whether this is real or not. It's real, you know. And I just didn't want this. I don't want my niece fucking. You need to be, like Jesus said. Like Jesus says, my people die for lack of knowledge. And who would I be not to tell people about this? You know what I mean? Who would I be not to warn somebody about this? That's one of the things I think, like when I think of a chosen person, we're here to tell what we know. You know, whether it's fucking easy or hard, I tell the truth. You know, I'd rather not. To be honest, I'd rather not. This takes a lot to tell people this kind of stuff. It's not easy. I'm actually very inspired by all you tarot card readers and spiritual people out there. You guys don't even know how much of a blessing you guys are in my life. I know I don't ever talk to you guys. You guys don't even know who I am. Probably none of you guys will ever even watch this video. But if you do, any spiritual people out there or whatever, you guys are amazing. I'm nobody in the world. And if you do watch my videos, I gotta say thank you. A lot of times, like 90% of the times, I do get sad. I feel like I'm very very what the fuck is the word? Sorry guys, forgive my language, but very isolated, you know. Besides my mother, I don't really talk to anybody. I don't have anybody in my life. And like, you know, it's kind of sad. If I died tomorrow, I mean, I don't think there'd be I don't think anybody would care. I don't think who would, you know. And it's not a nice way to think about it. Yeah, think about it. You know, it's just like, it sucks. It's lonely, you know. I'm fucking old. And I didn't expect to end up living life like a guy like me. You know, when you're younger, you think you're, gonna be not like this. You know, I thought I'd be more like doing fun things and living life, you know. And I feel like I don't. You know, I feel like it's a pretty isolated, lonely existence, to be honest. And it's not what I would choose, and I can't force people to like me. I'm not gonna lie, I can't. And that's what it is. I can't force people to like me, and I think people don't like me. See, my own mother doesn't even like me. You know, so it's, what can I say? Yeah. But yeah, so if any people out there that are in the area that are force fighters of the God, and I love y'all. I love everybody, and I could really use some help. I'd really like to get rid of this fucking energies or demons, and I could use any advice, prayer, whatever. And anybody that watches my videos, I love you, and you mean more to me than you would ever even know. You know, it's just I know nobody watches them, but if anybody does, you know, if anybody ever watches this, you know, thank you. It means more to me than you would never know. You know, and it's good to know that I'm maybe somebody, you know, somebody might be interested in me. Yeah, that's a little story for everybody. I just figured I don't even know how I got into it. I don't know, but I just kept going with it. It's good to get stuff off my chest, and I'm sorry that if you do watch it, I'm sorry, and thanks. You know, bye.